marketing. So it's the blood of the business. So until you make a sales, you haven't got business. So you always need to think very carefully, who are the people that can give you the money quickly to get your business up and running. So yeah, the idea is to deliver great value first, and then you leverage on that. Listening to your customers online, offline, listen to what they say. Build your own PR, don't be afraid to be your own PR. Some people are not comfortable with that. Check your competition, but don't be obsessed, because your next competition is not going to come from your competition. They might come from a totally different place, as the Uber actually did for the industry of cabs. Yes, provide valuable content and share stories worth telling. The 5 is revenues. How do you get revenues? There is an equation where, say, wealth equal value time leverage. Everything you did so far is about building value. Now you need to think of leveraging it. Because if you don't leverage the value that you have created so far, you're going to stay very small. But if you want to grow, you need to leverage, and then that means that you need to know your figure. Have a goal in mind, what actually you want to get. So always plan ahead what actually you are trying to achieve. And build a strong sales machine. So a strong sales machine is something that you can build thinking of how many customers you need actually to achieve that, how many transactions you will need to achieve your goals. So that is a very, clear thought that you need to put into your business model. And creating multiple streams of income. That means that today, especially people who are in consulting, training, or all the service-based businesses can create multiple streams of incomes, which actually are put here as examples. So yeah, because before I get to the example of the multiple streams of income, these are the different revenue models that you can apply to your business. So this is like direct sales. You can have like a franchise. You can have low-cost business. That means that what you're providing is cheaper than the other person, but you build your model based on low cost. You can have loyalty, you can have a subscription business model, you can have bait and hook, which is you provide something cheap or almost free, and then you give them a consumption that comes that you have to pay often. So like an espresso is one of them as well. You have multi-level marketing, and on this side you have all these newer revenue models. You have freemiums. So this day, freemium is like one of the good or business model that people in online world love to apply, because you provide to your customers something for free, but you wait to build that that scale to be able to monetize. You have premium model as well, so you can decide that you will only do premium, like La Compagnie, which is a plane in France that actually does only business class. That's it. You can have an open source model. You can have online auctions. Some people just do business on eBay. That's it. Other people use online content, like all the YouTube stars that are making fortune out of it. You can have crowdsourcing model. You can have sharing economy model. Private sales. Some people just do private sales. That's their model. Other people use pay as you go or pay what you can. Pay what you can is donate is always like linked almost to open source, or people who provide something for free and ask you to pay what you can actually. So yes, the multiple stream of income I wanted to talk to you about is, let's suppose that you're a dog consultant, and in the past you only paid for, you only had your revenues as consultants and consulting those owners. So what you can do is to leverage your time, instead of providing one-to-one model or one-to-one consulting to dog owners, you can actually put them in groups or having like an event and create a group training for them. Then you can record that event and create like digital product out of it. So you can create audio, videos out of it that you can sell to other business dog owners. You can have webinars as well. You can create webinars where you sell now, instead of selling it to your local people, you can sell it to the world. You can write a book about that, which you get some money out of it as well. You can then now become speaking also at events like pet shows and things like that, and get different level of income. You can also set up a membership site where people come in and pay for, just you deliver something like each month that you get them to attend. You have affiliate programs as well, so you can enroll other people to sell those programs on your behalf. And you can also cross-sell. That means that you can sell other people who are providing dog food or some other different things for your business. So this is a way of leveraging a business. It can apply in different ways for other business as well. So we always need to think, how can I leverage the value that my business is creating? And that is something that we're going to see later with the partners. So the 6 is the key activities. So which activities that you need to do to deliver on your value proposition? You need to think of 2 types of activity. The short-term activity is the core processes. What actually you need to do to deliver your product or your service. And then formalize those processes to ease delegation. So if you want to make the business work without you, you need to put some process in place. You also need to think which one I can do internally and which one should I outsource. These days you don't have to do everything by yourself. You can just ask people, other people to outsource that. The second type of activities you need to think of is the long-term activity. You need to spend a small amount of your time on that as well. And thinking of the environment, what is coming up. So who is in the environment, scanning the horizon and really finding what are the trends that are coming actually that I can perhaps be disrupted or I can actually find opportunities. And also thinking always, how can I 10x my business? So how can I make this business being really big, like 10 times what it is today? So the whole thing is to think big and always think, this is not something you do every day, but you have to, take some time out of your business to really think long terms and see how you can, anticipate those. Now, those are the 10 trends that are coming up or are already here, but are kind of growing. And everyone everywhere, so the power of the crowd, we all see how you can make a business out of it. So how can you leverage the power of the crowd? How can you leverage the silicon smart, the cognitive computing? One global village, so everything is now global village, and then there is an instant translation now. There is all things connected, the IoT, Internet of Things. So, some people are looking into those. 3D printing, when actually everything will be able to print everything rather than buying, where your business can go with that. We have everything in flow, the virtual worlds. We have the drones, the biotech, the new free world, the space and virtual nations, and we have all the world wealth, which is all the global solution when people collaborate. So those are the key trends that are coming that you can also think when you are looking to start your business or are looking to shift your current business to go into a new environment of new trends or what's coming up. So just spot one of the points that you might want to align with and see what's possible. So the key resources We have 3 types of key resources. The key resource, we have human resources, financial resource, and technical resources. So the human resource, again, as we said earlier, you can have people you hire internally, or you can outsource those. In terms of technical resources, you have now almost free and almost free technology out there that you can run your business on without paying much. Google Docs, for example, is something that you can use almost everywhere to run your business. You have MailChimp, which is a mailing system that you can use for your company, and is free up to 2,000 users. Then after you can pay. Asana is like a project management team where you can assign tasks to your team, and then you can see the report and who has done what. Is like an MS project, but the free one. You have all the e-lands, you have all the freelance online that can help you with all kind of projects that you want for not much. You have WordPress that you can use for free to set up your own website or at a minimal cost. And then, yes, you have all the Wealth Dynamic tools, as we've seen earlier, to also find your team. If you are somebody who is a creator, perhaps you might need somebody who is also good at money making, or at the bottom, who can buy and sell quickly. So you need to be able to make sure that whatever skills you have, your co-founders or your partners or your team is complementing that. So that is something to look at. And then you have obviously the financial resources that you need to see, to have, which we're going to see inside the cost. The key partners is the 8th one. Oops. The key partners, you need some key partners. You need your financiers, people you'll be getting some money from. You need peers that you're going to bounce your ideas with. You need mentors, people who are already where you want to go. And you need ambassadors, people who are going to really spread good things about your businesses. So the key principles in terms of partnership is really understanding, having the same values as your partners. How are they going to be able to, even if they don't provide the same thing as you need to have the same values. It's very important. We don't have time now, but I have a lot of experience of building partnership with different people with different values, which at the beginning it didn't seem like they were different, but down the line really got the deals broken totally. So you want to make sure that this is taken care of, and then you have the costs, which is actually, cost comes in 3 terms. It comes in terms of time, in terms of energy, and in terms of money. So you need to really understand actually which costs you need, how much money you need for your key activity and the key resources. So how much you need to spend upfront. If you do have the money now, or you don't have it, where will it come from? And plan for 18 months of salary before you jump, because you're not going to be paid as quickly as you think. And cash flow is king. So because you're making sales, that doesn't mean that money is coming in. So you need to make sure that you take care of that, unless you are Amazon, where people pay you before you deliver your product, which is a nice place to be. And yes, you need to keep your costs down, obviously. Okay, now, question time. The question time: how many potential streams of income the dog consultant can add to current revenue? Shout! I don't want the first person who gets the prize.
11.
That
Infinity.
who said 8? Yeah, 8. Okay, good. So what you're going to get a full profiling of wealth dynamic. It comes with a full report to find your strength and your flow after you see me, and then I'll show you that. Okay, so I think now you have all the tools that you need to craft on your sheet of paper the business model that you want for your next venture. You want the methodology, so you can apply this methodology to really think through. Obviously, we have to zoom through this information in 40 minutes. Normally, it takes like a few hours to go through that and really do the proper workshop on that. But I'll leave Jovan to come and present his slides, and then we'll take the questions.